barely got 3 centimeters into his neck. Must have hit a vertebra and stopped dead. Still got the job done after a few whacks, but, well, it was my first time with a sword. And I've never been very good at anything the first time. I've always needed lots of practice. Okay, the music should have deadened the sound of the gunfire, and that gun was heavily modified. If it somehow still has its tags, they can't possibly be functioning properly. So I've got a window of opportunity. First things first, gloves back on. Ugh, shit. Wow, someone's lively. You... Who the hell? Some kind of mod keeping him alive? A cruelty under his circumstances. I could hear that slug tear his intestines apart. The pain alone should have knocked him out cold, yet his fingers are limp, his eyes sharp. Paralyzed. There are rules, I thought. Blood's pooling fast. You've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. For what? Everything. You're no mega assassin. You're too talkative. Who sent you? Fox? Grey Lady? All that red should have. You, the Rust's newest rabid dog? Caribou? It's cute how you all give each other nicknames. You're civilian? Where's the mask? What? Go to hell. You just looked right at the desk drawer. I thought you said you played poker. Need your keys. A civilian thief? Theft is victimless. It's robbery when violence is involved. You're just out of your goddamn mind. I'm the last person you'll ever talk to, Creek. Your choice, but do you really want to be rude? You seem like you can take it. The key clicks into the small safe and I pull upon the door to reveal paperwork. Page after page of spreadsheets and diagrams and text, all printed in red. Is this important? So consider it. Nah, just throw it anywhere. Okay. I was joking. 3 minutes now. Sarcasm will cost you time you don't have. There is gleaming darkness at the back of the safe. So that's it. You. All this. All of us. For that? Just for that? I get asked that question a lot. Would you feel better if I'd killed you for a different reason? If I had a good reason for blowing a hole in your stomach? Would it have hurt any less? You've still got more than 2 minutes. Plenty of time. I could spin up whatever fairy tale you'd like to put you to bed. I bring the mask to my face and for a brief moment the surface seems to writhe. They're trying to adjust itself to me. Suppose that makes sense, you wanting a mask so bad? If I was as hideous as you on the inside, I wouldn't want to go barefaced either. Hit a nerve? Must be the worst kind of feeling, being seen. Seen by someone you can't even hurt anymore. Well, I see you. Heartbreak. Yeah. Big bad, faceless heartbreak. I'm just a dumbass punk, but even I can make you out from. Don't flatter yourself. It's not that you're particularly perceptive. I just don't have anything to hide when a corpse is talking. First honest thing you've said. So what gives, HBK? You're clearly not an idealist. All the terrorism, rebellion theories, out the window. You go around killing 'cause your daddy smack you around, your mommy not hug you enough. My father never laid a hand on me. My mother hugged me. A sufficient amount. So what the hell is your excuse? I don't make excuses. Then what the hell's wrong with you? Less than a minute now. I could spend that time by picking up a diagnosis if you'd like. Or would you prefer I just come over there and squeeze? Oh, how many? Another question straight out of the greatest hits. How can I put this? How many times have you eaten bread? Never. Got a gluten thing, bitch. Whatever. Point is, I am not a collector. This is not my hobby. I do not keep count. There is no code. I do what I want, as often as I want to. Do what thou wilt. Whole of the law is at it. Don't know what you're referencing, but from where you're sitting, do I really look like the law-abiding type? I bring the mask back down in my face, and again it sort of seems to shudder. Get it? At least I know. You deserve what's coming. I've heard a lot of empty threats in people's last moments, Creek. They're never that memorable. Told you that mask was a death sentence, that it was spoken for. They called in a huntsman from overseas. Home turf. Huntsman can become anyone, go anywhere, kill anything. Supposed to come over and slaughter the rust. That mask was part of his payment. He'll be looking for it. Possession is 9/10 of the law. The hell is that supposed to mean? Finders keepers. Forget it. I don't need to scare you. Huntsman, hunter. Too much meaning. Lost. Always thought better translation was pelt taker. We'll find you, flay you alive, wear your skin, then go around and murder everyone you've ever loved. What a face. Should have taken you up on dipping out early. Anything and be dying staring at a face. Face like that. So, a huntsman coming to get me? Nah, the dead and the dying made for strong bluffers. And I've seen more than a few of them try their hand at improv. Time to move. I need to scuff things up a bit more, make this look more like an orca shootout than, well, a visit from me. The sword was not worth the effort. Lesson learned, but now I have to remove it for this next part. His eyes. Can't tell the model from the outside, but I can make a strong educated guess at the price range. If they back up any data, it can't be more often than once an hour. It'll be 10 o'clock soon. I'm gonna need something with some heft to it. Well, the bat's definitely spent, but his eyes are no longer a problem. And the sword is fine where it is. Not gonna tempt fate and risk nicking myself with it. Weapons are inherently disposable. I can kill with anything. So I never bothered to retrieve one from a dead man's grip. But I might have need for a knife again shortly. So I'll be taking this back, Miller. I had to pry. Why is it that the dead are always grasping? That's all the burning issues addressed. Time to take care of the chores. I had to remove my gloves to convince them I could use the dark card. That means I handled all the murder weapons with my bare hands. Obviously I'll need to wipe my prints off this gun and my knife, but I put my gloves on before opening Creek's safe and cracking Trey's skull. So what does that leave? Focus, no mistakes. That cigarette was in my mouth. Prints can be removed with a swipe of a sleeve, but saliva's... no choice. I'll have to take it with me and dispose of it somewhere far away. Or smoke it down to nothing if I'm feeling masochistic. Tasted like microwave sand sprinkled with aluminum and artificial sweetener. Cigarettes do scatter particulates. If forensics finds them but can't match them to a source, well, so what? All they'll know is that there was a horrible spliff here at some point. And it would be pretty funny to see this drawn up as a quadruple homicide drug robbery with a payload of exactly one shitty blunt. The sword. I gripped the handle with both hands when I brought it down on his neck. Thinking back, I dragged the tip across the floor, didn't I? Shit. Probably got Miller's blood on it. That's sloppy. And stupid. Why the hell did I? No, forget it. There's nothing I can do about it anyway. Fingerprints can be wiped, but there's no cleaning agent on Earth that can hide blood from a modern forensics team. And I'm not looking to do an encore performance of my reaction to those goddamn fickle bobbies. This is the remote I used to distract the big guy. I need to wipe my prints off it, of course, but should I turn the music back off? No, it was playing when I first walked in. Best to preserve continuity. Besides, what was he said? We like it loud, screws with bugs? He was right about that much. A little smoke screen never hurts. The dark card played its role as bait perfectly, even if it's the reason I'm having to go around wiping off prints. I'll never be able to pull funds off it, but I might be able to use it again if it's stuck. Creek must have dropped it harder than I realized. Getting shot in the stomach doesn't help with handling delicate electronics. No way I'm gonna risk taking the whole reader with me. It could have any number of pings and strings leading back to the manufacturer or even the Blue Bloods themselves. No, I'll wipe the dark card off and then set the whole reader back on the desk. For all anyone knows, Creek's pod mugged it off some slummer and were trying in vain to get beer money off of it. Right, the keys I took off him to open the safe. The Blue Bloods are going to find out I took the mask eventually, but I see no reason to give them any hints. And off the off chance the police get here first, I'd rather they not investigate this as a robbery. All that's to say, you can have these back, Creek. I can't exactly spend all night on this. Am I good here? Yeah, okay. This feels like the scene's been set. It's a strange sensation, erasing your own presence. A sense of supremely private accomplishment. Like placing the last piece into a milk-white jigsaw puzzle, and then throwing it in the trash. It's not unpleasant, but I can't linger here any longer to savor it. Time to draw this to a close. Thank God for the mask. I can still tell it smells god-awful in here, but it's bearable. Rehydrated sweat and vomit, scents full of adrenaline and sickly heat. Unfiltered, I'd be at risk of getting sick, if it weren't for all the blood. Right. What to do with you? Blindfolded, gagged, hands bound above him with plastic ties and linen wrappings, beaten bloody and drugged, these syringes. They wanted him to stay conscious. Not very popular, are you? Still, you're not dead. And with these kinds of injuries, you won't die soon. Not without a push. That might be the most charitable thing to do under these circumstances. He must have wished for death at least once during all this torture. Too bad. The bat that barred this door is now in splinters. Anyone walking in after me won't realize that this room was locked from the outside. If this captive had somehow gotten his hands on a blade, there'd be nothing stopping him from stepping out of here and butchering his captors. The Blue Bloods will want someone to blame for the death of 4 of their men. And unlike the police, they won't bother arresting an innocent man and putting him up on trial for the world to see. They'll wrap things up for me. Hold that for me. As for the gun... What's with the... All I did was suck the gun into your waistband, pal. Oh. Okay, I can see how that would be distressing under the circumstances. Well, you can relax about that, it's not loaded. A few minutes from now, you're gonna wish it was. Not again already. Stop while you can. When you wake up, you'll want to start running.